Are growing in China as it tries to contain its largest coronavirus outbreak in months. A cluster that began in Jiangsu has spread rapidly, driven by the Delta variant. 55 more cases have been confirmed, including 7 new infections in Wuhan. That takes China's total over the last 2 weeks to 360.
Millions in China are lining up to get tested for COVID-19. Others are confined to their homes as residential compounds are cordoned off. Routines seen more than a year ago are now back as the country battles its biggest COVID-19 outbreak since Wuhan. This time, ground zero is Nanjing. 9 airport cleaners tested positive in the provincial capital of Jiangsu about 2 weeks ago after cleaning an aircraft that had come in from Russia. The outbreak has since spread to more than 20 cities across China. It's a double blow for Henan, which is still struggling to get back on its feet after devastating floods. Mass testing has been imposed on rescue workers. New infections have also been found among medical staff.
那个疫情一出来之后，当时心里边挺慌的。后来想想，因为咱们有之前疫情。那个就做疫情的时候留下来的经验，所以也没什么。然后看到就是河南政府可快，然后出台了一系列政策。
我们辖区共有68个这个全民核酸检测点，涉及到22万群众。我们这个核酸点一旦启动了以后，是24小时不停歇，争取在1天半的时间内把这个核酸工作、全员核酸检测工作给做完。
Beijing has banned tourists from entering the capital, right in the middle of the summer holiday travel season.
Olivia Song joins us live from Beijing for more. Olivia, Chinese media are calling this the worst outbreak since Wuhan.
Yeah, China has experienced sporadic outbreaks in the past year ever since it was able to bring the initial spread of the virus within its borders under control. But since then, life has largely returned to normal. We were able to travel very freely domestically. You see restaurants being packed. There are concerts and performances taking place, national events with thousands of people maskless also had taken place as well. But this time, the situation is worrying authorities for various reasons. One of them is because now this outbreak is involving the Delta variant, which is more infectious. The other reason is that this is the peak summer travel period. The school holidays are taking place, so there are many families taking vacations as well. The other reason why this is being concerned is, as you mentioned, this is being described by Chinese media as the worst outbreak since Wuhan, which was ground zero of that initial COVID-19 outbreak. And that's because this virus has now spread to over 20 cities here in China. And just to give you a sense of the geography, we know that this outbreak began at the Nanjing airport in Jiangsu province, which is in the east of China. But what has also become a hotspot is Zhangjiajie town. And this is a very popular tourist destination. It's known to be the place which had inspired the movie Avatar. And so many people have traveled there. And what we do know is that we've seen an outbreak which has been described by China's top epidemiologist as he has expressed grave concern over this outbreak. Among those infected are a tour agent, and authorities are also trying to trace and test 70,000 people who have attended a performance in one of the theaters in Zhangjiajie as well. And so that has been of concern. Not has it only spread there, we've also seen the virus and cases emerge in further away areas, for example, in Dalian in northeast China, as well as in Wuhan in central China, and here as well in Beijing, the Chinese capital, where authorities have raced to say that they need to protect the capital at all costs. And we have seen transport links here from affected areas being cut off.
Olivia, what about those in Henan? How have they been coping with the flood and the coronavirus outbreak?
Well, it really is a double whammy for the people in Henan province. Just the past week, we had seen those fatal floods taking place following historic rainfall in the province. And just today, we had heard Chinese authorities confirm this jump in the death toll, confirming that 302 people had died in the province. And that's up from just 99 on Thursday. And authorities are also saying that 50 people still remain missing. And the State Council has also announced that it has set up an investigation team to look into the response and the measures that had been taken during that period of heavy rainfall. And this also comes in response to netizens and locals asking whether such a situation, such devastation could have been prevented. But now we are hearing also of the COVID-19 outbreak in Zhengzhou City, the provincial capital, which was most hard hit and accounts for most of the casualties in those floods. Mass testing is taking place, and a special team, medical team, has also been sent to help in the response.
All right, Mayor, thanks, Olivia, for getting us up to speed. Olivia Seong speaking to us from Beijing.
First and foremost, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem Kakadash. This is Ya'aki and Madril Azil, back with another quick lesson to edify the body. I saw this news feed a few minutes ago. I guess it aired over 3 hours ago, around 3 hours ago, but it pretty much explains millions under COVID-19 lockdown as China battles Delta outbreak. So there's millions right now over there in China that are under lockdown. Not only China, but Australia too has a lockdown going on, and Singapore are restricting their borders of who comes in or who goes out. Just like it happened, these things happen abroad. Eventually it's going to come here. Not only the Delta variant that they're discussing in the media, but there are also other variants most people may not know of or may not even heard of. They got a Alpha variant, they got a Beta variant, they got a Gamma variant, they got the Delta variant, and they also got the Lambda variant. So they got several different variants of this COVID-19 that is out, and the Delta is one of the ones that the masses are getting to know, but there are several other variants that most may not even heard of. So this so-called virus, as some say, is not going away no time soon, but just to be prepared for another lockdown, regardless of how these other individuals, if it's from the CDC or whatnot, may say that they may not be a lockdown, but it looks like there's going to be another lockdown, being that, China is locking down their citizens. You got the citizens in Australia that are being locked down, in other countries that are restricting their borders. Just like I said before, it happened abroad. Eventually it's going to come over here. I didn't mean for this lesson to be too long, just to edify the body. Before I go, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem Kakadash. This is your brother Adriel Azil. Also, I want to give a salute to the men that I learned this truth from. Until next time, Shalom, Abba Ball.